All right, everybody. Yo. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Lincoln Clay coming back at you, the godfather of gaming, the ageless wonder of competitive. Are you getting an Xbox One? Fuck no. Jamal Adams, what is good? Coon, what happened to the Alienware? I'll explain it to you in a little bit. Amiris, what is good with you? You guys know the deal. Hit the like button, the bell icon, blase. So, actually, my son is on the PC right now. He's playing Echo Room VR, the multiplayer version of Echo, Long Echo, whatever you want to call it. And, he's actually having a good time. He's been playing a lot of VR today. He also played a game yesterday and today he played a game called Blade and Sorcery. It's actually kind of a fun game. You know, it's got a little bit of the ragdoll mechanics of drunken bar fight. But, you know, this is a medieval game where you're fighting against other warriors. Garuda, what's up? And they have a variety of weapons, swords, spears, shields. J-Dog, what happened? Exactly why I don't like PC gaming. I'll get to that in a minute. So about this Blade and Sorcery that my son is playing, it's actually kind of graphic. You know, some of these warriors that you're battling, you can cut off limbs, you can cut off arms, you can cut off legs, you can cut off heads. You know, you can, you know, when somebody takes a swing at you, you can like catch their arm and cut the arm off. All right, Miris, you said you was about to hop into Astrobot, but my cast here took me away from it. Sorry, my friend. So I know y'all want to hear that I had another problem with my PC. Fact of the matter is I didn't. I'm not having any problems with this PC. In fact, I clickbaited you guys. Nothing's wrong with the new PC. Garuda. In fact, I like it. You guys can say what you want about Dell, but I like this Alienware PC. You know, right now it appears to be a more solid computer than the CyberPower that I had. Truth be told, the CyberPower, both PCs. He said, "Dobie, sorry, I enjoy your content. I try to catch it when I can." Actually, the CyberPower PC showed signs of being buggy right from the start. This Alienware computer, I think it runs smoother. You know, we finally got Gears of War 4 downloaded onto the Alienware, and we benchmarked it. But keep in mind, because I'm doing it from my TV, I wouldn't be able to go over 60 frames a second. Yeah, you got clickbaited, Garuda. Actually, I'm telling the truth. My Alienware computer is going back tomorrow. But going back tomorrow so I can upgrade to the next Alienware. Here's why. So like I'm gonna share my screen with you for a second. I'm gonna show my you've been rickrolled. Yeah, I clickbaited y'all. I fucked with y'all. I'm sorry. No, but seriously, the computer really is going back. And actually, this computer is good. It is a solid computer. In my opinion, I believe it runs better than the CyberPower PC that I had. You know, and the VR part of it definitely runs smoother. The VR part on the Alienware runs smoother. You know, when I took the CyberPower PC back, I was looking at a Dell PC. And with this Dell PC, it was about a $1,100 computer. I think it had a 1060 or might have had a 1070 in there. But the one thing that stood out to me on that label of the description and the specs at the bottom, it said Oculus ready. and I take that as it's been tested with the Oculus Rift, so it should run smoothly with the Oculus. But then I stopped and thought that since Dell and Alien is sort of the same people, then I would think that, you know, I know all PCs are VR ready, but I'd like to think that, you know, Alienware and the Dell PCs are probably two PCs that's been tested with the Oculus Rift. And I can tell you, the VR part of it, actually the whole computer, the VR part of it, it runs smoother. You know how I complained about with the PlayStation VR, how there's a background blur on some of the games, and like games like Drive Club, it is absolutely awful. As much as I don't want them to close down the servers on that game, I have to be honest, Drive Club, the blur is just absolutely awful in the background. With this Alienware on this Oculus Rift, my son was playing that Blade and Sorcery, and I put the headset on, and there was no background blur. You know, there was nothing in the background that I couldn't make out. Everything that was in the background, I could make it out. Sure, it's an indie game, and there's not much to it, but I can make out everything that's in the background. You know, my son's playing Echo VR, you know, multiplayer, and, you know, same deal. There's no blur. You know, I might have seen small traces of blur that was like minimal, but for the most part, there was no blur, especially once you get the headset in that sweet spot. You know, you got to move the headset around, but once you get it in that sweet spot, it was virtually no blur. And we have been literally enjoying ourselves today. And so, like, you might have just heard my son screaming and laughing in the background. Because I think he's in a room on Echo VR where, you know, they're punching each other. So, yeah, he's enjoying himself. But so actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to share my screen with you and show you these Alienware PCs. And I'm going to show you why my PC is going back tomorrow. Oh, man. Alienware desktop. Okay. Top two PCs right here. Okay, so I'm getting ready to share my screen with you guys. So hold on a second. So here we are at the Best Buy page right here. You know, and I specifically typed in Alienware desktops. Zombie Army Trilogy. What the hell is he playing? Yeah, that's Sick Humor. He just went live. You know, I'll check him out when I'm done with this. But as you guys can see, these are the Alienware desktops. So back up here at the top. We'll start from the from the top. Second from the top, where I got, you know, the cursor at right here. This is the PC I have right here. The Aurora 8 desktop has an Intel Core 5, 16 gigabytes of memory, NVIDIA, you know, RTX 27, 1 terabyte hard drive, you know, 256 solid state drive, all that stuff. Now, as you can see right here, this was normally a $2,000 computer. I actually got it for $1,850. And then I wake up this morning and I see the shit on sale for $1,600. You see that $1,599.99. So the computer that I was talking about upgrading to as far as the Alienware goes is this one right here. Same thing, Aurora 8 desktop, R8 desktop with an Intel Intel Core i7. Same thing there, i7 instead of the i5 that I have, and it has a 2080 instead of the 2070 that I have. Now, this computer is normally $2,300. At the time that I was thinking about upgrading yesterday, it was on sale for $2,100. but now it's down to 1,900 bucks. So based on the 1,850 that I paid for my PC, it would only cost me $50 more to upgrade to this PC right here. This on sale for 1,900 bucks, and that is why my Alienware PC is going back. So and that is pretty much the deal right there. So tomorrow I will be taking this Alienware back. The only reason why I won't take it back today is because my son is here. And if I were to take it back today, it would just take too long to get the new computer set up and get everything re-downloaded back into that PC. So I'm sticking with this one tonight so my son can have his fun with it. And then I'm going to go back, and get another one. Oh, shit. It says there's only one left at the store. It says act quick. There's only one left. We'll see about that. But even if worst case scenario, so they're gonna hop on Astrobot and listen to you. Okay, cool. So let me stop sharing here. Come on back. So you said you wish VR was lit like this in the 90s. I'm telling you, Rudy, we're absolutely having a ball with this VR. This to me, this is like, childhood dreams coming true. As far as VR goes, so about the Alienware again, even if I go back tomorrow to upgrade to that new PC and they don't have it, I'm still going to approach them and say, hey, I bought this computer at this price and it went down to this price the very next day or 2 days later. Can you refund the difference? Because I think Best Buy is pretty good about that stuff too, about giving you the difference when you catch something on sale. So if if I end up going that route and they refund me the difference, then that's $250 back in my pocket. So to me, I like to think that's a win-win situation. So Emiras, he said, here's something to consider. Alienware may charge you $2,000 for a computer that you can build for $1,000. Now I'll say this, Emiras. For what's in, let me see, just a minute. Because I looked up the prices. The computer that I'm thinking about upgrading to, the i7 in there is $309 for the i7. It's an i7 8700, not an 8700K. And so let me look up the prices and see what a RTX 2080 would cost. Oops, typed that in wrong. Well, let's see what an RTX 2080 would cost. There's a couple of versions of these 2080s, and the cheapest one is the cheapest one I found was $780. So for the sake of making my point, we're going to say that the RTX 2080, the cheapest I get it for is $800. And then we're talking about another $300 for the Intel i7. So now that brings us up to $1,100. So yeah, that's right in the middle. So that's right in the middle, Emiras. I could probably build a computer with the same specs as this Alienware that I'm talking about upgrading. I would like to think that I could probably do that for about $1,500. So it'd probably save me about $500. So He said, "Oh yeah, what do you think about VR being the future of gaming? I'm also thinking about these companies go beyond the console. I think Sony will become a VR gaming company." Naturally, I do think that gaming is going to be a big part of Sony's future, but I think the console is still going to be first because they did. Don't forget, they liquidated a good part of their company. Serialto VR is on sale for 33% off. Let me look at this. $20, huh? But if I were to buy this game, the better move would be to buy. See, when you like these third-party games that's available on both Steam and Oculus, truth be told, I think it might be a little bit better for me to buy it on Oculus because I'm hearing that I've read reviews that some of these games, these third-party games, if you have an Oculus Rift, that purchasing the game through the Oculus store for whatever, it runs better. I don't know why that is, but it is what it is. So, I hope you guys weren't mad at my little joke here. But no, that there's nothing wrong with that Alienware. It's actually a good computer, and I never got back to finishing what I was saying about the benchmarks. We benchmarked the Gears of War, and it was the max we could get out of it was 60 frames, but the least it dropped down to like 59. It dropped down to like 59 something. I think 59 point something.
Well, 59 is still 60 frames per second.
Right. So it never dropped below 59 frames. When we benchmarked the other computer, the CyberPower, same deal. We were getting 60 frames the most, but I think it was dropping down to, I think it dropped down to 58, maybe even 57 frames.
Well, the last computer was like dropping down to like around 54 or 55 or 53.
Mm-hmm. So say what you want about this Dell. It ran better than that CyberPower that we had. No question about it, especially when it comes to VR. So with that being said, as far as pre-built goes, the truth be told, with pre-built PCs, I don't think there's a brand that I could have bought without somebody saying you shouldn't have bought that junk. Craig Harris, what is up? What is good? What's good, my man? I guess while you're in the chat here, Craig, what would you think of the possibility of Horizon Zero Dawn coming to the PlayStation VR? What would you think about that? I don't think it's going to happen until next generation, whatever it is they're planning. But what would you think of the possibility of a Horizon Zero Dawn in VR? Because it could possibly happen given the latest news. Ice Queen Gaming, Dawn, how are you? Woo. It says that's probably because you had the VSync on. If you have your VSync on, it'll never go above 60 frames per second. I think the biggest reason, maybe a few missions. I'll get to that in a second here, Craig. Hold on a second. Christopher Hart, what's up? Kevin, I think, I've got my PC hooked up to my TV at 60 hertz. Truth be told, I never bothered to try to go into the settings of the PC and try to turn it up above 60 hertz because I figure since, the most I'm going to get out of it is 60 hertz out of the TV, 60 frames per second is probably the most I'm going to get out of it. So I know the PC is capable of doing more than that, but but pretty much I'm under the impression that my TV probably bottlenecked the PC anyway. Thomas Head, what's up? I'm sorry to say, the jokes on you guys. I clickbaited you guys And what the title had you guys thinking that something was fucked up with this Alienware PC and I was going to take it back. No, actually, the fact of the matter is this Alienware compared to that Cyber Power PC that I had is actually, I think it's a more solid PC. And no sooner after I picked that PC up, the PC that I picked up and the PC that I'm looking to upgrade to, they both went on sale, $400 off. So here's the deal. The PC that I bought, the PC that I picked up was a $2,000 PC. I got it for $1,850, and then it went on sale yet again and dropped down to $1,600. The PC that I was looking to upgrade to is $2,300. It was on sale for $2,100, and then it popped up on sale yet again today for $1,900. So what I'm saying is for another $50, I could take my PC back, get my money back, and for an extra $50 upgrade to the next one instead of the original $250 that I was looking at to upgrade. So with that being said, why shouldn't I do it? And then there's also the matter of Steam. A lot of those games on Steam, memory wise and GPU wise, I meet the minimum requirements, you know, by a mile. Get it, take it back, and upgrade. Exactly. So, okay, so with the Steam thing, in the minimum requirements, you know, it'll say, you know, you need 4 gigs of RAM. I got 16. It'll say you need a GTX 1070. I got a 2070, whatever. So that part, I'm way over the minimum requirements. The thing that stood out to me was the CPU. A lot of the games required minimum requirements was an i5, but the recommended requirements was an i7. And so that's the reason why I'm taking this PC back tomorrow, because my PC has an i5 in it, and the one that I'm looking to upgrade to has an i7. I do not want to meet the requirements. I want to exceed them. You know, so I want to at least meet the recommended requirements rather than the minimum requirements. But still, all these VR games actually run pretty good on this PC. So if it really came down to it, I could keep it. Jeremy, what's going on? I'm glad you are here. The Alienware that I have currently has a 9th gen i5 9600X, I believe. The PC that I was looking to upgrade to has a i7, has an 8th gen i7 8700 in it. As far as the GPU goes, my PC has a 2070 in it, and the one that I'm looking to upgrade to has a 2080. Sarah's is great. What is up? But I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, you know, when I checked the websites for pre-built computers, there's nothing I could have picked that would have said where somebody would have said, oh, that's a good PC. Somebody would have called it trash. You know, when I was checking the sites, you know, the Best Buys, the Costco's, the Sam Clubs, you know, that kind of shit. Office Max, they had the same shit. They had Alienware, they had Dell's, they had Cyber Power, they had iBuyPower, they had Asus, they had HPs, and those are all brands that no matter which one I would have picked, somebody in this chat would have said, you got some trash. You would have been better off, you know, building it yourself, which I get that. But I'm playing right now. I spent the money. I'm happy. Now, I will say this, that once I upgrade to the next PC tomorrow, if that one takes a dump, then I'm done with pre-built computers. Then I'm just going to take it back and get my money and then start piecing together. I mean, old guy in the house, Robert McLeod, what's up? Jeremy, you said that is a solid CPU. I don't think the minimum requirements are referring to 9th gen. You think the okay. I mean, don't get me wrong. As I was telling people, you know, the VR on this Alienware definitely ran smoother than the PC that I had. It ran smoother, and I'm seeing less blur in the background. It is what it is. And it makes these VR games a little more enjoyable when I see a little less blur in the background and I can make out things a little bit better in the background. Robert McLeod, I love my HP. It is a beast. You know, I wouldn't have been against buying an HP, but it's like I said, Robert McLeod, no matter which direction I would have turned, the simple fact that I bought a pre-built, somebody would have called it trash and said you could have saved money by building it yourself. I get that, but I didn't, you know, as far as put my own hands on it, I didn't want to fuck with it. Both of these Alienwares are liquid cooled. Makes no noise whatsoever. I mean, that Alienware is quiet. The Cyber Power was quiet too, but but the Cyber Power showed signs of, being buggy right from the start. You said HP Omen. They ain't saying that. Saris is great. Excuse me. You're late to the party, so the joke's on you guys. I clickbaited you guys with that title, making you think that I either something was wrong with my PC or making you guys think that I didn't like it. The fact of the matter is, it's a solid computer. I think it's better than the Cyber Power that I had. It ran better, and I'm seeing less blur in my VR games in the background. The fact of the matter is, the PC that I have, I was looking to upgrade to the next Alienware, the next Alienware up, and it would only cost me $50 to upgrade to that, to that Alienware. So before these PCs went on sale, it would have cost me another $250 to upgrade. But because both of these PCs are on sale now, based on that sale price, it would only cost me another $50 to upgrade. So with that being said, I plan on taking the PC back tomorrow and upgrade to the next PC. The only reason I didn't do it tonight is because it would have took forever to re-download all the games that I already had, and I got my son here with me, and I want him to be able to get some time in on that PC, because we spent like 10, 11 fucking hours downloading that Gears of War into the PC. We finally got that shit downloaded in there, and I wanted him to have some time to play it. But the fact of the matter is, he's been playing a lot of VR today. There's a game. Hold on, let me see if I can pull up something on this Blade and Sorcery, and you guys might get an idea why I've been having so much fun with it. Blade and Sorcery. See if I can find a quick one. Okay, this looked like it might be a good one. Just a second, folks. Oh, let me go back. Robert McLeod, Lincoln Clay. So many good things about HP Omen. I could really make a long list. He said, "Oh, I just didn't want you going back to a 10 series GPU." Yeah, I mean, if it came down to it, and I ended up keeping this PC, it wouldn't be the end of the world because again, it ran better than the Cyber Power I had. Less blur in the background on VR games, and they ran smoother. And based on benchmarking Gears of War 4 on both PCs, on the Alienware, the lowest it dropped to was getting 60 frames per second, but the lowest it went to was 59. On the Cyber Power, it was hitting 60 frames per second, but it was going down as low as like 56, 55 frames. Now let me share my screen again so I can show you guys this blade and sorcery that my son and I have been playing um last night and off and on all day. This is a fun game. If you are a violent person and you want to cut off some heads and some limbs and shit like that on some medieval shit, I think you might like this game. It's only $20. But let me share my screen real quick, folks. Share. Okay, so let me give you guys full screen on this. And let's play it. Slice that head right off. I did that too. I chopped a chicken or camel toe and it was all bloody and shit. No, I think that's the slick, the way you get zip line down this rope. Come on, show me another clip. This is my first time seeing this clip. I just want to see the dude cut off another head. Okay, let me skip ahead. Here goes scene about to chop somebody's head off. Oh, there we go. He chopped the head off. Oh, he hold her head too. Damn. Okay, let me come on. Let me come on back, y'all. I know it's choppy though. I know it's choppy. All right, and we back. one of those matches where I was battling, I was able to grab one of them by the head and hold them up in the air and cut their arms off and cut the legs off before throwing the body away. So we've been having fun with that. And then I think my son, I think he unlocked one of the other maps, and there was a guy on there that looked like Emperor Palpatine from Star Wars that was actually shooting lightning at him. So fun game. Get a little drink here. So for those of you who can take a joke, thanks for tuning in. But yeah, for the most part, I'm fine with this Alienware. And I plan to upgrade tomorrow after I get out of work. No, Thug Nasty. Oh, you guys coming in late. The joke's on you, man. There's nothing wrong with that PC. The PC is fine, actually. It's just that the PC that I have and the next one up are both on sale. So it only cost me $50 to upgrade. So I'm taking it back and upgrading tomorrow. So, but it's actually a solid PC. But if I have a chance to upgrade for $50 instead of $250, why wouldn't I do it? But I don't know. My son and I, like I said, we're taking turns on the PC, playing different games and playing poker stars as normal. Yeah, I admit it, Thug Nasty. I clickbaited y'all. I pulled an old crap gamer move on y'all. So, but no, I won't do this shit again. I just had to have some fun with y'all. I mean, y'all been beating me up and fucking with me about both of my computers taking a dump, about buying junk, about building my own shit, about me having bad luck with PCs, saying that I'm a PC killer, all kinds of shit. Y'all been fucking with me left and right about that shit. Well, yeah, for the most part, we having a ball today. They broken?
No, just hang them right here.
Okay. Well, that being said, we about to get back at it. We about to jump back on this Oculus and get at it and play some more shit. But before I go, I don't know if Craig Harris is still if he's still in the podcast. If he's still in the comment section listening. I forgot to tell him that you've been looking after me. I've been looking after you, Lincoln. That's what's up. Good lookout, my friend. Now, before I go, Thug Nasty, it's okay. You said you think Thrash blames you for me switching to the dark side. I haven't considered myself switching to the dark side. I just expanded. I just broadened my horizons. Because even when I was just strictly PlayStation VR, I was still working my way out of playing flat screen games. I was slowly but surely, weaning myself off of flat screen games. I was playing them less and less. Like right now, based on all the games that I have, the only flat screen games that I play right now is MLB The Show, and I have not finished Spider-Man, so I might go back and fuck with that. But other than that, I have no desire to play flat screen games. I had a podcast yesterday where I was telling you guys that I think it was last weekend my son came over. He was on the PC, and so naturally he had taken up the TV. So I went into my bedroom to play Battlefield 5 on my Xbox One S. After 5 minutes, I turned it off. I just was not interested in playing the game. I was not interested in playing on an Xbox. And like I said on Twitter earlier today, now that I consider myself damn near a full-time VR player, the Xbox One S has proven to be the biggest waste of money that I have separated myself from. You talk about a fool and his money are soon parted. It definitely happened with the Xbox One S. So I called myself wanting to have some form of 4K, even if it was upscale. But no, the 4K does not look good, in my opinion, on the Xbox One S. The HDR does not look good. And for the most part, I just don't have any desire to play it. I only use this Xbox to communicate with my son if I need to talk to him, because he doesn't have a phone yet. He's 12 years old.
Most 12-year-olds today have phones.
So I use it to communicate with him. I use it to play Gears of War with him. And I use it to watch YouTube, and that's it. So the Xbox One S was a big waste of money. I never should have bought that shit. It is what it is. I can't have buyer's remorse because I already knew when I bought the shit what type of company Microsoft is and what they have to offer. So it is what it is in that front. But back to this thing about me switching to the dark side. As I was saying, Thug Nasty, even if I had not picked up an Oculus, I was slowly working my way away from the flat screen games. I was playing them less and less, and I was playing my PlayStation VR more and more. So even if I hadn't fucked with PC, I still would have been damn near done with flat screen games anyway, and would have been mostly PSVR games. Only problem I have with the PlayStation VR is they don't have a lot of multiplayer games, and now I have, you know, I have the bases covered now with Oculus. No matter what kind of game I want to play, there's something there for me between the two formats. You know, there's tons of first-person shooter games, flight simulator games. You know, you got your Creed, your Beat Saber, all that shit. So there's nothing that, you know, anything that I want to play, there's something there for me. So many, like, there's hundreds and hundreds of VR games at Steam. You know, then Oculus has its own store, the PlayStation has its own store. So I mean, between the three of them, shit, you know, I easily got 1,000 games at my disposal. And I'm loving it. I absolutely love VR. And I hope it is the future of gaming. Now, back to what I was going to say to Craig Harris, if he still happens to be listening. Game Cross, the YouTuber Game Cross, he said that a studio, Sony Liverpool, they were defunct a couple of years ago, and some of the members of that studio are part of another studio called Firespread. Now, this company, they are hiring, I think, a 3D engineer or something like that to work on a globally recognized multi-million selling RPG PS4 exclusive to bring to VR. So with that being said, one of these hit PS4 games that's globally recognized, that sold millions of copies, they're going to convert it to VR. So with that being said, it could be any one of them. It could be Horizon Zero Dawn. It could be God of War. You know, it could be Spider-Man. But you know, the big thing that stood out is globally recognized, multi-million, and RPG and PS4 exclusives. That's enough to tell me that one of these AAA games that Sony has put out this generation, they're getting ready to convert it to VR, and I'm absolutely excited. I can't wait to find out what it is. And with that being said, I don't know if Sony's going to convert Horizon Zero Dawn. I don't know if you're asking me that, Christopher Hart, or if you're telling me that because you found out something. And so if it is, all I know is what I took from Game Cross's video is one of these hit games that Sony put out this generation is getting ready to get converted to VR. You know, in Horizon Dawn, it's possible that you know, that's one of the possibilities. So if you're asking me, I don't know. If you're telling me, yeah, it's an RPG. It's an action RPG. You know what? I can even put the link to the video in the comment section so you guys can watch it for yourself and make your own determination. All right, 1 second, folks. Copy. There you go, folks. That's the link to the video. So if you guys want to watch it and see it for yourself, but hey, Christopher Hart, the thumbnail, on his thumbnail, he has a picture of Aloy wearing a PlayStation VR headset. So with that being said, yes, there is a good possibility that Horizon Zero Dawn could be that game that might get converted to VR. If that is the case, and we know how much Craig loves Horizon Zero Dawn, I wanted to get his thoughts on whether, you know, what I wanted to get his thoughts on how he would feel about Horizon Zero Dawn coming to VR, especially now that he has one. So I might hit him up on Twitter and ask him that, you know, directly and see how he feels about that. But for me, I mean, that would probably be You said the link won't let you open it? Well, if the link won't let you open it, just copy it. Just copy and paste it rather than click on the link. I mean, you should still be able to do that. Yeah, even if you can't click on the link and open it, you should still be able to. Thomas Hans said he's fine. He was able to do it. So Christopher Hart, if you can't click on the link and open it, just copy and paste it.
Well, what if he's on mobile and can't copy and paste it?
Yes, you can.
Oh, okay.
All these smartphones have their little way of doing it, but yes, you can copy and paste from a mobile phone.
Kind of sucks that you can't click links or copy and paste on Xbox, YouTube. It kind of sucks that you can't click links or copy and paste on the Xbox, YouTube.
PlayStation lets you do it.
Yeah, but not the Xbox.
You can send links. You can send links to people on PlayStation.
But like, click on links.
Oh yeah, PlayStation lets you do it. You can click on the link.
But not on Xbox.
Yeah, that's Microsoft for you. Fuck them. I mean, excuse me. God.
Hey, no person on Minecraft Christian server.
I mean, you know how I feel about Microsoft, so.
I know how you feel.
Excuse my language there, folks, with my son standing in front of me, but it is what it is. But let me see here. It's 7 o'clock. Cursing his son. Yeah, exactly. So I think I'm gonna get ready to get back to this Oculus headset. I don't know what I'm gonna play. I don't know what I'm gonna play. Poker Stars. Oh, I still I don't know if I can stream it live, but I'll still do a race on Project Cars 2, racing against a full grid in VR. I can still do that. I think I can still yeah, I know I can. I can record one of those races and upload it as a video, and you guys can check it out that way. So I don't know if I'll do it tonight, but if I don't do it tonight, it probably won't happen until Tuesday or Wednesday, until I get settled in with the new PC, assuming they have any left by the time I get there. So I don't know. I guess it's a good thing I didn't throw that box away, because after because of the way the cyber powered PC took a dump, something told me to go ahead and save this this Alienware box, and it didn't help that some people in the chat was saying that this Alienware was junk, and and I went backwards, or I jumped out of the frying pan and into the flames and all that kind of shit. But it's proven to be a solid PC right now. It's just a matter of, will it last a couple of weeks? Is this something that's going to break down after a month or two? So if it turns out to be a durable PC and it don't take a dump, then hell, then I'm happy. But with that being said, I'm gonna get ready to get on out of here. Like I said, get ready to jump on this PC. Maybe I'll stream whatever it is I'm playing. We'll see. We'll see what's going on. Get out of here. All right, you say I go with it? Okay, cool. That's what's up. That's what's up, folks. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. Thanks for having the what's the word I'm looking for? Thanks for having a sense of humor, folks. But I still upgrade to the 2080. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Why not? So again, let me go ahead and boogie on out of here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Give it a like. If you found this clickbait to not be funny, then go ahead and give it a dislike. But thanks for tuning in, everybody. So no, right now my experience is just great. You know, computer performance wise seems to be solid, and if it is as durable as it is as its performance, then I'll be happy. I feel like it'll be money well spent, even though I could have saved more money building it myself. So, but all right, that's it. I'm gonna get on out of here. Thanks for watching, everybody. I will catch y'all later. Peace.